I did a couple tests with the new GPU. I don't have any really cool, like, cutting edge games to play, to try things out. But I did try. Usually the handler yells at me here and interrupts. Not today? Okay. I did try the super high graphics texture pack thing that they've got, the DLC that increases the game size from 40 gigs to fucking like 100 gigs. It doesn't really do much. Like the wood textures here have a higher version. Some metals have a higher version. The bones I don't think did. The cloths I don't think did. My characters and the models I don't think did. Like some of the fabric over there I think had a higher version. Like not everything has a higher res version. And ultimately, I couldn't really notice a difference at all. Especially with any sort of anti-aliasing going on at all whatsoever. It just blurs any sort of detail that you would have. Just blurs it out. So if you're rocking any anti-aliasing at all, it's not worth it. Without anti-aliasing, yeah, maybe, but generally, I don't think it's worth the extra GPU memory or hard drive size for that DLC. I also tried DLSS instead of the AMD's CAS for the upscaling stuff. DLSS is dog shit in this game. It is so bad. Don't do it. CAS, it's the way to do it, with just a little bit of sharpening. Which GPU? This is a 3080. This GPU, non-TI. Wow, 3 honey. Damn, these login bonuses just keep making me want to come back to this game. I can't stay away. I am running the game at 90 FPS rather than 60 FPS. We'll see how the thermals do. Maybe I dial that back down to 60. Just that extra little bit of smoothness for me is quite nice. I did also some farming over the weekend. On Sunday I did a little bit. I had some like normal mode things to hunt still, so I thought like, oh, like a Toby Kadachi I had to kill, and the fish thing I had to kill a bit. And I just did a little bit of normal mode stuff, just a bit of farming here and there. I also got the Kestodon parts on high rank from the wastes, which was interesting because I bumped into not only Devil Ho, but also the Black Diablos, which was fighting a normal Diablos while I was being chased by the Devil Ho. So that was frightening. That's a thing. I ran. I didn't fight it at all. I couldn't be bothered. I was there for Kestodon Carapace, which I needed for some axe, I think. What did we get? The fish thing drought we got. We can upgrade that if we fight the fish thing a bit on high rank. I got the dragon bone slicer made up. So we do a bit of dragon element, or at least can. The upgrade for that requires some unknowns, and I don't know what a Kirin is. I don't know why we see what a Kirin is, but that does thunder, which I guess maybe possibly. I don't think I have anything for thunder right now. I could get the lightning chopper with some Toby Kadachi stuff, but hard mode Toby Kadachi. We'll see. I'm sure we'll bump into that at some point. Black steel switch axe I made as well, since I had just enough of the fusium ore for it. With some more ore, we can upgrade that some more. It's just, I don't know, for now just yet another dragon weapon, but it turns into stuff. It does things eventually. There was also the Jagra's Raider I think I upgraded because I had gotten some hard bones. Just a few though, I still need more. But we've got that 630 attack, 2 slots on it, very nice sharpness, and Bone Smasher I had also upgraded. Nothing as impressive, but it does what it does. With one more hard bone, we can make a Power Smasher 1. Maybe this is what I always had, and I'm still needing a hard bone for that. I don't know. Hard bones, as far as I can tell, are from, like, 3rd map onward monsters on hard. Like, I can't fight up a Jagras and get a hard bone. It has to be, like, I think, like, even a Paolumu can maybe drop it. What did wishlist do again? Show the materials you need? I think it keeps track of that as like a menu that I can go into and I get a rundown of what's needed for it. If it marks it though, that'd be really cool. It does add it. So we can kind of just like add stuff to the wish list and be like, haha, this is where I was going with that. We'll probably just wish list on. Just straight on through. At least mark which path I was looking to take for some of these. I mean, a lot of these, they only have the one path anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. Armor, I don't think there was anything really going on with armor. I didn't do so much monster killing on high rank. It just kind of is what it is. I do have some Odogar on bits though. Generally quite nice. A bit of critical eye and bleeding resist. Defense boost, health boost, just generally nice things. But I really like the free element thing. Like, where else can I get that? I think there was like a hat that had it on or something somewhere. Maybe it was shoes? Spread / power shots. Increases the power of spread ammo, power shot, arrows, and 1,000 dragons. Yeah. Oh, I did beat up a high rank Baroth. I discovered just how powerful the Cactuar trap is against it. Ticks for 100 damage several times and then finishes off with 1,000 damage. So that made it ready to capture. That was quite cool. I liked that. I greatly enjoyed that. But yeah, like equipment-wise, I don't think there's a whole lot more that I wanted, needed, should get, had to get. I think it's pretty much just ready to keep on. Cultivating some ivy and flashbug still. Seem to be very lacking in the whole fertility department though. Get my pitfall traps going. And I think I got a couple of quests still for unlocking another slot. We should maybe start off with that today. Jogger's Raider, bit of sleep, 630. What else we got? Just a bunch of dragon. Oh yeah, some of these also have Elder Seal. I don't know what Elder Seal is, but it's got low. And I think the Black Steel could upgrade, and it's not like the Black Steel Switch X2, I think has high Elder Seal. So that's a thing. This is actually the strongest weapon I've got. Oh yeah, and we got the Wormbane Charm back on for just a little bit of dragon attack. Defense boost will be cool when we start getting those percentages. Also, the elemental resistances are it's quite nice. So we always do a little bit of dragon damage. I got the Death Stench on as well, so we do always a little bit of dragon damage through that, and then I can put on a dragon element weapon and just do all of the dragon damage with low Elder Seal. I don't know, maybe, possibly. Is that cool? Vitality Mantle I was trying out a little bit to see what all that does. It's just like a huge defense boost for a few hits. I don't know, something like that. My resistances though are still like really bad. Minus 14 versus dragon, minus 7 water, minus 7 thunder. Ugh. Not so good. we're out of mega potions somehow. What? Color seal something you want for certain boss monsters. You'll encounter them eventually. Okay. Also maxed out on honey. Don't have many trank bombs. I think trank bombs I'm actually proper out of. I don't have the plant for that. Oh yeah, I do. Like all of it. Sleep herbs, perish room.
Take it easy.
You take it easy. And nothing on sale. But also nothing really that new. Man, imagine being able to just use trank bullets and just like forcefully put them to sleep that way. What cheats? Boat dude is, I think, still here from before. Yeah. I'm still just requesting trade-in items. Tailrider Safari is still out. They're not really doing much at all. They seem kind of just a good way to waste any sort of research points that you've got. Pukey Special Arena. We did those already. Those we should get. Just a canteen ingredient. Yeah, canteen ingredient. New tool. Redefining the power couple. Man's best friend. Capture an Odogaron. I really miss my pet. The days we spent going to the park, playing fetch. I long for that companionship, that loyalty. Please go out and find me a new one. An Odogaron. Right, okay. It's for the smart biologist. Not sure what the reward is, but it is something. And that's just a canteen ingredient. Then hard rank stuff. Canteen ingredient. It's for the armory. I assume just unlocks purchasing of new stuff. Botanical research slot. I'd like to try that. Legiana and an Odogaron. 50-minute time limit still. We'll go for it. And the northeast camp. Hello, slim young sober dude. How's it going? Legiana. Weak to thunder, sucks against poison. Dragon, not so much. Odogaron. Not at all, dragon. Okay. So, thunder will work just fine. Paralysis, poison will work just fine. Change my stuff around. I don't have under. Under? Thunder. Do have the Balroth Grinder 1 though with paralysis. Can try that, and then since we're not really getting much out of Enervate, we'll go for whatever. You know what I mean. God. Ugh. And Fortify was every time I fainted get a bit better. Ugh. Ugh. May as well keep, well. No, yeah, let's get the Jaguar's Coil on for better resistances. Actually, we're fighting Legiana. So Death Stench. 58 defense on this. Holy shit. We need to improve our armor. My old armors are bad. They're really bad. Alright. Decorations. Not that I have anything too great here. Defense, attack, antidote. Maybe slider too. Improves evasion and reduces stamina depletion when afflicted with abnormal status effects. Okay. Yeah, maybe. I'll just leave it like that. Yeah, our armor situation's not great. Spicy ramen soup. Ooh. Oh. My CPU is 88 degrees now. God. It's happening. Elemental up. Go for that. Row. All right. Let's try it. Meow. I wonder where Legiana is. Oh. I wonder where Legiana is. Man, these things are healthy. Oh. God, I'm sleeping now. Helga, help. Ugh. It's very slow sleep. Ugh. Thank you, Helga. Ah, they're throwing bombs too. These things are jerks. Hey, sleep knife. Excellent. Oh yeah, here we are. Hi, Legiana. Give up. Oh my god. Balls. Just as I grab down. We icy. Is it much worth going up here and hoping to jump down? Oh, probably not. It only has to exist near me and I fall off. Go, Plunder Blade! Yeah! run, run, run. Affinity sliding active. Don't do it. No. Trying to use that shot more often. I think that's Flint's shot. Because it seems really strong. Hello, Fennec. How's things? Might be worth trying to blind it soon. Or it runs. It's just running out into the field down here, I think. A one-day vacation. That's not a vacation. Work on the next FTA release. Oh, big release. I still gotta check out From the Ashes one day. I gotta check out just anything Terror from the Deep or XCOM, really. It's about damn time. Can it be risky? Cool. If only I was just a little bit closer. There's another flash pod. Helga's just mugging the ever-loving out of it. That was extremely rude. Man. So those are wasted. That's also wasted. Well done. Were they always here? Will be quite a big update, even bigger than the initial one. Managed to make all base personnel unique with their own stats, like soldiers. Pilots have their own stats, as well as scientists, engineers, and agents. Bit of a apocalypse vibe, by the sounds of it. Can take all them to missions too. Jobs for scientists in the field and engineers. Would that be how you get some of the sort of fancier requirements for research. You gotta escort them in the field. Like you end the mission with one of them and you get the item that way. Is this the first time I've actually gone up here the manual way rather than just using the cloak to get up there? I feel like I'm totally lost. Whoa. Boo. There we go. Old electrified fur? What is that? I wonder if that might be a Kieran. Well, next up, Odogaron. All these materials just laying around from the plunder blade. I'll get doing good work. And I see the wishlist item thing updating now. That's really handy, actually. I'm glad that it's not just always there on the side of the screen. It's only there when you update, like, the materials for it. Sort of a reminder that, aha, you wanted this, and you got one of the materials for it. I should probably use that more often, then. I was afraid that it would either be buried away in some sort of escape menu, or would be... Just jump down here. Always up somewhere on the side, like the, you know, like a quest tracker or something. Good news, the CPU doesn't seem to want to touch 90 degrees, so I'm somewhat happy about that, although CPU usage also isn't, like, 100% utilized. I'll need to move some things around, I think. Get the thermals in order. I'd like to just not have to think about it. Am I allowed to eat again? Chef's choice. I'll also get the flashback. When the Wall of Shame come into existence? Over the week. It's a very new thing. put it in, I think Friday or maybe Saturday. Alright, Odogaron, where you at? Probably the usual sort of trail that it follows. That's not it. This is it. Devil Ho Prince? Oh god. Well, hey, good news about that. We can maybe do a little bit end fighting then. I'll just sit back and let them do the work. Whoa, dankeschön. Well, typically, Odogaron's walking through here, like, all the time whenever I was fighting... Ooh, actually, give me that dung. Whenever I was fighting Paolumu in this area, there's always Odogaron coming down from that side path, so should be here kind of sort of soon-ish. I'm wondering if I should see about springing a trap. Or maybe even getting some tainted meat or something. Since Devil Ho, I think, is actually a vegetarian. And the description for Odogaron. Hi! Description. So anyway, description for Odogaron's always talking about meats and stuff. For this guy. Probably a really effective way of messing him up. The only concern that I have with like the poisoned meat and poison in general is how much does it actually hurt them for? Because I could also just spike a poison bomb. And in theory that would also do the job of a poisoned meat. I'd like to think that the poisoned meat would be a lot stronger because they like, you know, straight up ate it. Oh my god, Tsutsuyaku. Poor thing. It's always being bullied. He does some attacks that's like that bite, but it's got a second bite to it as well. Haven't fought this guy in a little while. That might be the one. No, still just the one. Maybe he's got to be enraged. That's the one. Oh, wow. Damn. Tried to roll away. You know what I'd like is an actual dedicated dive button rather than the sidestep that turns into a roll. Because I can dive when they're attacking, just kind of whenever I choose. Or whenever the game chooses, rather. But it'd be nice to be able to like actually do that myself if I want to dedicate myself into a proper dive to get out of the way or not. Because otherwise, with it being just kind of random based on what the enemy is doing and what your position is or whatever it forecast it by, then it's just kind of a thing that happens. There is no honor in the Wall of Shame, Eonek. Were we not? I assure you, it is a dreadful place. Be great as if you'd actually get sucked into this as well. Got it. It's a lovely dance. Move this way. Really nice damage on that. Okay, that sounds like it's my time to go. Sorry, Odogaron. Ow. I'll be over here. Well, we were on a roll with Odogaron. I feel like I just about had him. As Odogaron just beats the heck out of Devilho. Actually, Devilho is like a massive pushover. Yeah, I don't know about that actually. I think Odogaron might be kind of fucked. It's just standing there with it in his mouth. You all right? Oh. And stuck. Oh. Oh god. I'm innocent. I did nothing. Odogaron's fleeing. I should do the same. Who's this? A-lister Palico. Oh. Alright. Okay. I think that's my first time finding an A-lister Palico. Where'd it run off to? Just away. I'll go over here. I have no idea where I am. I'm just going places. Hey, more poop. Oh, I know where we are, actually. This is, I think, where that nice ore was, but doesn't seem to always be there. Sometimes when you arrive to a mission, you get like dropped off in the middle of it, and sometimes it's nearby where the monster you're hunting is, but other times it's also just like by a kind of cool treasure. And that was like an armor sphere ore thing. It's a nice little surprise. Don't know how to get out of here. You just left more, I think. Hi, Odogaron. Oh, okay. really didn't have much left to him. Nice. Thank you, Devilo, for doing some of the heavy lifting. I mean, I think I would have had it myself. I don't know how much damage Devilo actually did to this guy. It's just one of those monsters where once you start getting going with it and you start knocking it over and breaking some parts, it's just like, it's over, basically. Go back to HQ, grab a different quest. I hope this was the quest that allowed me to get a third slot. Hello, Nalo! Mission's done. GG, everybody. Oh, still tries. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. A couple face stones. Hard bones. That's good. Hard bones I need. Palico still as well. Just some bits and bobs. I did find it kind of funny that the Palico can steal parts of the monster even if you didn't like properly fight them. When I bumped into the Black Diablos and the Devil Ho, I ended up getting like a Devil Ho scale or something like that from just my Palico yoinking something it off, yoinking it off of him. Thought that was pretty interesting. If you're really patient and devoted, you could possibly get quite a lot of materials that way. Frost Jewel, Antidote. Alright, I'll take them. Although I shouldn't scoff at like the Frost Jewel, all that stuff's pretty handy to have. Yeah, one of these days I should see about a different weapon as well. See how some of the other ones work, like the heavy bow gun. People seem to really like it. Never considered it, really. Who do I talk to about this? I assume you. And you might even have a follow-up quest afterwards, too, to get another upgrade to it. Upgrade. It's just like a part of a... There's some shit that got blown into the tree during a windstorm or something. My, how it's grown. Something about the soil in the rotten vale. It's ancient tree flavor text. Man, some real deep lore going on there. Yeah, the third slot. That's really good for us. I will take... I needed... I don't know if I can plant it right now, actually. Oh yeah, sleep herb. Get that in there. Just things for capturing monsters. That was part of the roof that's up there? Oh, okay. It just looks like just a bit of wood just got blown in. It's just like, oh wow, look at that. We can grow so much more now. Let's see. Catalyst, I suppose. Speed up cultivation, get more flash bugs faster. Go with that. And I'll check on the tail rider, see how they're doing. I think I last sent them off on basically just a quick gather quest. How's all? How you doing, Skits Fluff? Hope all is well. Yeah, it's just gathering stuff mostly. Like there is a the big Shamos, whatever that was, the nasty miasma monster thing. Hopefully getting a part off of it. Gyros, that's the one. Just Gyros scale though, not a great Gyros. Sadness. And just all the moss wine hide ever.
Want something making?
Grade? I should really do armor though. Alright, Power Smasher. 595, average Elder Seal, Dragon File, and a defense boost with a slot. Potentially pretty nice. And although it is bone, yeah, the sharpness isn't great with it, but I think that sharpness is like doable. That's always the downside with the bone stuff. Very, what, brittle, I guess. With 3 more Legiana wings and a couple Fraser sacks, we can get a Frost Reaver. Whoa. Getting into like Warcraft weapon territory now. Perfected alloy, we have no idea. Big fish. And not sure on that either. And just some ore. Okay. Man, this stuff is like really weak damage-wise. And it's got a really big dull phase. This stuff doesn't stay sharp for long. It's worse than bone. I guess it turns into a blast weapon that doesn't involve fighting Beetlejuice thing. Alright, we can see about a little more Legiana maybe, but what do we know about Devil Ho for 1 and Nergigante 2? Nothing for Nergigante, we know basically nothing. Thunder, Dragon, hey! And any other ailment. Spewing a sweeping dragon element attack when its swollen muscles glow red. So watch your distance. Stays on the attack even when wounded, but don't give up. Keep fighting and you'll come out on top. Must constantly seek out prey due to its enhanced metabolism. Extremely violent. Snatch up large monsters in its powerful maw and flail them around. Yeah. Dragon resistance, huh?
Oh.
Don't know what we need for Ruin's Bane 2. More Fusium. I gotta do just like a big mining expedition one of these days. That's what I need. We need just ores. Legiana gloves we can do. A little bit of evade window. What's my weapon good at? The switch action general or specifically what I have on? Because I've got a few different sets going on. I'm pretty okay at either exhaust, which draining their stamina so they kind of stagger, or just dragon element. Oh, the switch axe. Long combos. Maybe elemental build-up? It sucks for mobility though. But when I start comboing, I don't think they stand much of a chance. When we get going, we go hard. What was handicraft? Oh yeah, sharpness. And that's the helmet, which... don't even have an upgraded helmet on. What do I have on? Or did I just miss it? Ah, yeah, okay. Kuluyaku stuff. Fire resistant weakness exploit. Right. Thunder attack. Bleeding resist critical eye is just affinity. Yeah, I do like affinity. We can go for that, I guess. Sharpness is always cool. Ooh. Nice blue skull. Evade window wouldn't be a terrible thing, because my mobility sucks so much with the switch axe that we have to use the dodge to really move around much at all. So either quickly sheathing away the weapon or a bigger evade window would be really good. The only thing is I need to... yeah, I need my gloves. Blast attack. Would definitely take a new chest piece. Guess the Baroth mill works for that. Or Tsitsiyaku. Stamina depletion. Critical eye on the Kulu mail. It's such a bother trying to figure out armors. Can I sort by resistance versus dragon? Is that looking at the... well, I guess the whole set would be kind of similar to that, I suppose. So we're looking at bone stuff, huh? Right. Well... I'm not against that. I'll go attack boost 2 for some bone mail. We're looking interesting. Gloves I need for that free element thing. So my weapon just has innate elemental stuff. Right. Boots I don't care too much about. And my pants... oh, right, I got Death Stench on. That's right. For Dragon Attack. Yeah, that'll be fine. We're gonna keep that. Entomologist was just insect corpses being left behind. Better climbing. It's just basic leather. Ugh. I guess those alloy greaves. faster sharpening, dragon stuff, vitality mantle. Right. So we're really quick at sharpening right now. We have a little bit of extra sharpen. I got the free element, so I do the passive elemental buildup rather than just the file. The attack is a bit boosted. And the dragon attack we've got. I'm okay with that, I think. We just gotta upgrade stuff. Actually get some resistance out of it. And the bone mail. Yeah, that stuff upgrades a lot. Oh my god, 120 points worth. Is this even worth it from 36 defense? It's like 2 defense per. Alright. Man, these really do accumulate when you're not looking. 44 armor sphere pluses I've got. Oh yeah, and we're using a dragon switch axe. Dragon bone slicer. I mean, it's like a couple hundred damage less. I hope dragon is like a really cool element. Like, so cool, because we're generally quite weak. 417 attack, 330 dragon element with low elder seal. And only -3 resistance versus dragon. Sounds awful. Okay. Let's try it. Eh? Oh, Palumu hunt still. Signed? No. Where was it? What was it? Optional. No. Special assignment. That's the one. Hunt a devil hoe. I'm not sure what the reward is for doing this. But we can try it. Should have gotten food. Oh well, we can eat when we're there. Zaxanal. Zaxanal. Hello. Dragon element, just like normal element, just the name is cool. Huh? Okay. Oh, I can't eat because the handler's not here, right? That's right. Because it was like 2 Dangaris or something for her. So hey, ancient potion. So like if I had just 600 raw damage with no element at all whatsoever, that's the same as like 400 damage plus 200 of any element. And then with the monster being like 3-star element, they're taking full damage from that element, so you can just straight up add it then. Or are they taking bonus damage? Ancient potion. Depends how weak the monster is to that element. I'm just wondering if it's like ever worth actually looking into their weaknesses, or if it's better just using a raw damage weapon for everything. Because they're not going to be weak to, or resistant to just raw damage.
My plan to catalog every last edible and potable in the New World is nearly complete.
Okay, handler. You're not even... She's not even here.
Grandpa, Father, I wish you were here to see this.
Oh, I see. She is here. She's not supposed to be here, but she is here. Because she's too stubborn.
Well then.
I get it. Ugh.
Oh, wow. Now this is a mushroom.
Handler, I'm coming. I'm gonna find you. Although really we should be able to like echolocate her based on her voice. She's very loud.
Hunting for food always puts my heart at ease.
See, she thinks she's alone and
If
she's
you're
just
not sure it's right, take a bite.
talking, this lady. Always went with raw damage, but your weapon was special. Yeah. Yeah, I think raw damage is like probably just better. Because like I don't know like 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. I don't know what any of that means. Like a third? So if it's 1 star, they take like... In my mind, that was a third bonus damage.
Hey, partner! Come here!
So 3 star, they're taking basically double damage from dragon element. So because I do like 300 dragon element, they actually take 600 dragon element damage.
Help! It's gonna eat me!
Okay, handler. Give me this floofy tail. I want that.
Hey, partner!
Jeez. Tremor resistance, please. Give me that.
Alrighty then.
This is... Uah. Quite annoying chasing his tail.
Never give up.
Hey look, a trap. Fall into that. Blub, 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 blub.
We got this. Hey, partner!
Hi, handler. Yeah, that tail's just too high.
All right.
Into another one. Devil ho. He mad.
Alrighty then.
Hey, partner!
Hi. Shit. Nope.
All right.
Alrighty then.
Hey, partner.
Handler's got so much stamina. I think I'd prefer some of that.
Alrighty then.
All right.
It already hardened up again. Oh, that was a largely wasted trap.
Alrighty then.
Excuse me. I think at the base of his tail is maybe a kind of okay spot to be.
Alrighty then.
I hate that, whatever that is.
What do we do now?
Oops, that's not flash pod. Flash pod, let's go!
Totally not kosher, pard.
There it is. No, that's not it. Flash pod, please. Okay, that one didn't go anywhere near where I aimed. That's frustrating.
Alrighty then.
Man. Buttons sometimes. Absolute worst part of this game. You just have to continuously spam the button until you're finally allowed to actually press it, because there's zero action queuing at all whatsoever.
Hey, partner. Hey, partner.
Okay, handler, bye. Does that side thing a bunch. Great Gyros, why would you come back here? Or Great Jagras, rather. Why would you come back here? You know what happened last time. Ya goober. Oh, goodness. Better it than me, though. parts of this dude everywhere from the from Helga stealing stuff. It's such a nice tool. I like it. You get way more loot than I'd normally be getting. Even if it is just like kind of sort of basic stuff, like just scales and things, I mean, you still need like, you know, 8 to 10 of those. I wonder if we can eat now since she's here. Even though she's not supposed to be, you're supposed to stay at home, handler. Hey, partner. Excellent. Nom 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 nom.
Yes!
Oh, you're already so angry. Gimme. He fights back. Ah!
Abnormal status attacks are having no effect. I think you've got dragon blight.
Boo. Different attack, please. You're not a Diablos. I hate when they just loop the exact same attack over and over and over and over and over and over again. The switch axe doesn't have anything. You can't do it. You're either out of reach and you can't move in, or you're within reach and you can't get away because the mobility is so bad with the switch axe. By and large, the absolute biggest problem with the switch axe. Probably one of the few cons though, which is why it's such a big deal. Your foot's poisoned. All these monsters that just, their existence will knock you around is, not good for this. There's a Toby Gadachi somewhere. Just bringing him through a bunch of poison. That didn't hit me. Over here spamming the attack for the stab, but just keeps going with a different attack. Guess I can't, like, interrupt the combo with it. Hehe. He's swimming. Four attacks. 5 attacks. Okay. Use the Plunder Blade ability 700 times until it finally goes through. There, we finally got it used. Okay. Don't know if it actually worked or not, though. And these are the flush traps I was hoping to get him over into. We made it in time. See how he performs while blinded. Could be worth bringing the Palico traps instead. Seems to be by far the best Tail Rider ability is the traps. So you say to use like more evade stuff. You say that like I have the choice right now. I don't have. There's exactly one piece of gear that I have found thus far that had evade window, and it was 1 star. Like, I don't... Are we just pretending like I have everything unlocked, or... Because I got some people in DMs also telling me that stuff. They're like, Switch X is really good, but you need to get evade window up as soon as possible. And it's like, okay, I'll just do that, I guess. Like, it's not like I can just farm great joggers to get experience and put points into it or something. It's not how it works. But people are always saying stuff like that as if that is how it works. Maybe I'm just missing something. I don't know. Or like a necklace that I can get that gives me evade extender, but it requires so many unknown parts that I've yet to find that I don't even know where to begin with that. Should have been a mount, I argue. Yes, yes, yes. Charge, charge, charge. Alright, I'll just go this way then. Is one rank of evade extender even worth it? Because it says slightly increases. It doesn't really tell me percentage-wise. Because it sounds a bit like it's the type of thing where you would need to go really hard with it to get much benefit out of it at all. As with most of these things. Go just defense up. Why'd that not mount? That was like a textbook mount just then. Dragon pod.
Powerful type of slinger ammo. They say it's strong enough to take out elder dragons. I wonder.
People say a lot of things, random backseat guy. Is he just like watching with a drone or something? Who is this dude even? Like, who is he really? Maybe he's an elder dragon. Some like Attack on Titan stuff going on. This is actually... Well, no, it can't be the handler unless the handler's got a twin. This dragon pod did 2 damage. I'm not convinced Dragon Element was worth stacking for this guy. Which means I'm also not really convinced having the Zora Magdaros thing for free element is worthwhile. Give me that. Thrashing just shoves me out of range of the rest of the attacks. Man, Switch X is frustrating sometimes. Hey, alright, it's a bit of the tip of the tail, but hey, it's some of the tail. Grapefruit exposed. Finally, it's such a pain trying to reach this thing. Can actually just like go for his face now. The flash pods back out. Don't think the dragon pods were even staggering him at all. Yeah, I'll have to play around with weapons at some point off stream and see if I can find an alternative for some of the more wiggly monsters, because it's the same thing like with Diablos. Easy fight, but it's always out of range all the time. And there's not a damn thing I can do about it. It's totally stun locked. At least he's capturable. Like, I love the backstep that I've got with the switch hacks, but as far as attacks to, like, get in there a little bit more, there's nothing. So, like, weapon recommendations, that's, like, kinda sorta cool, like the switch hacks, where there's, like, nice long combos so you can still take advantage of burst phases. But with just even just a little more mobility would be just tremendous. This is... okay. I wasn't sure because he's so pissed off when he's in that.
That's my partner.
Sword and Shield is king of mobility. Really? I wouldn't have thought that. Hardbone and also Keenbone. I think Keenbone's the older one though, right? I think so. Alright. Stuff. Few hides and another scale. Not a terrible fight against him. Mobility definitely helps though, because his attacks are a really huge cleave or a really big like charge type thing, and the issue with the charges is if you touch anything on their body at all whatsoever during a charge, even if you're like kind of sort of nearby, it'll hit you and knock you over 100%, and then you run the risk of being stunned and staggered, and there's not a lot of hope of getting away from the next attack then that way. Mount and plunder. So, like, if you got anything for a cool sidestep, probably a quite easy fight. At the base of his tail seems like an okay spot to go. Unless he's blind, because then he does charge attacks all the time. And when he's super red and pissed off, I'm not so sure that's a great spot to be, because he does a lot more of the, you know, drop his head down and charge forward things, and his tail will probably get you during that. Now to fight for the Switch Axe. A lot of these are turning into not fights for the Switch Axe. I think I was so okay early on because I was able to overpower the enemies so well with just raw damage and breaking parts that once they start getting chipped down, we just knock them over repeatedly, breaking parts repeatedly.
Want something making?
Yeah, I gotta get the evade skills though. If we're gonna be doing switch X, like, I have to. I haven't found anything that does that. Like, it was what Legiana had APs for that. Was it Lavasiath? That was Quick Sheath. But fighting this dude's gonna be probably just as problematic. But Quick Sheath would be great too. Depends how fast that is. There's the evade window on Legiana chestplate. With so many pages in the wishlist thing, I wonder why they even have you assign it to a slot anyway. Sort by skills. Do it this way. Since I've never used the search before, I'm just blindly going through. This isn't even alphabetic. What? The boost recovery attacks. There we are. Okay, Pink Rathian. That's it. I think Evade Extender is not really a great one to be looking for, but we'll add that on. The one with the slot, of course. And then search, sort. Evade window. Butterfly Vertex Alpha. Ooh, 2. Butterfly. How you doing? Alright, what's airborne? Jumping attack power 30%. Well, because I don't really have... I should grab that extender though, because there's like no extender. So maybe that'll help just a bit. So, beating up a Legiana by the looks of it. Like, a lot. But like, You see what I mean, though? There's not a whole lot. I wasn't using the search before, so I didn't even see that Butterfly had it, but it's just like a couple Legiana pieces. That's all I've got for that. And then charms. What do we got for that? Evade window, Legiana claw for that as well. There's the awakening charm with some more Zora Magdaros bits. That'd be nice to have just as a necklace, regardless of the gear that I've got on. Just evade window, huh? Well then. Heartbreaker. Latent power. When certain conditions are met. Okay. A bunch of that. I have an enrage phase. So we're going with these gloves for now. So I have some evade window. Anything at all. And we gotta beat up a bunch more Legiana. Health boost. Maybe, I guess, yeah, it'd be easier to stack that, I suppose. I've seen that a few times. I can probably get like 4th rank of that. If you can't dodge it, just tank it. And, yeah, I think we just go with a bit of, whoops, raw power here. Go enervate. I should just sell the high metal thing. Attack boost will be fine. Evade window. Fortify. God, we look terrible. What was tool? That was cooldown reduced. Yeah. Don't have much for ice resist, so let's say we stay with Isla Greaves and we look really, really bad. Like, so bad. And now because I don't have the Zora Magdaros free element thing, my Jagras Raider doesn't do the inherent sleep element anymore. So we have to, through the file, use it for exhaust. So I gotta be a lot better about using the sword then. Which is fine. I should be using that more anyway to actually get the full oomph out of things. -1 ice isn't horrible. Give me I guess attack. And that third grinder jewel, I guess. All right. Geology 3, mining out crops as well. Extra mine. Okay, dokie. Hello, Lucius Kane. Looks good. We'll get food. We'll see about investigations for Lake Yana. Chef's choice will be just fine. Max out that health and stamina.
Hey, partner.
What was Heather doing out there? Really likes food, total foodie, looking for food. She's getting food. And then Devil Ho came up. Okay. So anyway. Specialized tool able to complete thanks to the information your Devil Ho research provided us. Use it well. Something about the Sapphire Star. Dragon-proof mantle. Okay. I still feel like this is just a terrible spot to keep sleeping monsters. I feel like that's a terrible, terrible spot. Some of that thick summoner jelly. And investigations. What do we got for Lake Yana? Hopefully something. Capture a flying wyvern. I think that's what we're doing. Then mine a bit. That sounds good. Capture a Legiana. 30 minutes. Go for that. Or just hunt it. 30 minutes, 4 players, Coral Highland faint 5 times, 2 silver and a gold. Brown, silver, gold. Yeah, let's go for the hunt then, and we'll capture it. Seems fine. Here's another hunt. And another hunt. and at some point, some fish things. 30 minutes to take out a fish thing and a Kuluyaku. That sounds maybe okay. Throw a Kuluyaku on top just to make the fish thing a little bit weaker, right? Did I beat up any high-rank Toba yet? No, I haven't. I beat up a low-rank one over the weekend because I needed a couple parts from it for something. Can only faint 2 times on that. Flourishing gathering points. Yeah, we'll go for that. Hopefully it's worthwhile. Just to offset some of the gripe with Switch X, so I should probably just look for a second weapon to start using. Really. See about keeping those dudes alive as well. Excuse me. First Wyverian. Not the right time. But he gave me a demon powder. The heck's it doing up there? Oh, leaving is what it's doing. Okay. Kia! Hey, they put it to sleep. Thanks, little guys. Morning like Yana. Boo. Brain your stupid eye. And sleeping again. Reloading. Didn't do enough axe stuff to charge it right away. Beautiful scale. Lustrous scale. Some traded items that dropped. Neat. Go, Helga. Tunk. Mantle helps a lot to absorb some damage. Alright. Decent few bits of loot. And I suppose it's Helga's Plunder Blade being a higher rank, like rank 10 or 11 or something, and unlock the ability for it to steal trade-in items. Were there toads around here at all? Just a bunch of smoke and vitality. I'm coming for you. Nice. Was expecting an MVP mid-combo blind from Tsuyaku. Dodging light. Yeah, smash them into walls. Yeah, I don't have any ammo for that. There's some rocks around. A lot of the time the enemy's red-eyed though, so it doesn't work, so I just kind of adapted to never having it available as an option to use. God, I want the traps back. Selling parts is great and all, but like, you just kind of stand there because you've got this 17-minute long animation before you finally pull out the tool to use it. Ugh. Oh, wait. That's Tsuyaku. Yeah, Legiana went up to sleep. Yeah, just one swipe and it's done. You could do mid fight sharpening with that. Ooh, it powers up weapons dragon properties. More dragon set stuff. If we want to pretend that elemental damage does anything in this game. Or if it's just a big placebo effect. I think it's probably just like an endgame thing, and when you start getting weapons, it's like, I do 600 damage, but 700 elemental damage, and you're getting on stuff that increases percentage. And then it's just like, it just compounds and cascades out of wild proportions. I don't know how tired you are exactly, but let's try it. Nice. Just doing cool tricks. Don't mind me. Might have to re-trank you a bit. Nah, we're good. So abrupt. And games where the focus is on crits, elemental doesn't crit. So element's just kind of shit. Okay. Because, like, you get the ones where it's like, it does... I don't think dragon does it, but the other elements do, where it's like, plus just flat increased damage, and then also plus like 15%, so it's like, yeah, it kind of builds on top. So maybe eventually you're doing like an extra 1,000 in elemental damage, whereas the weapon's just raw damage is only 900, so it's like technically mixed in with potential weaknesses of the monster, just adding another percentage on top of that. But I don't know. Stealth skill. Ooh. I can't wait to equivalent exchange that for like, what, 10? I think it's like 10 points. Recycling gems is not great. God, I should probably change your weapons at some point too.
Are you okay?
Handler, are you okay? Like, I thought poison was kind of cool once upon a time, because it's just, like, constantly ticking, always damage. So I thought, nice, that'd be a cool, like, entry foyer into the, you know, elemental stuff, but, man. The damage is still, like, ticking for just 10. When I'm doing attacks, I can do, like, 40 to 60 damage. It's a lot less cool, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better. I haven't tried poisoned meat. I'm hoping that poisoned meat is maybe a bit more potent. Or if it's just, I apply the poison effect, which is always just that. Regardless of how the poison happened. Because I could also just throw poison bombs, or make poison knives, or I get the poison food, or I find the poison plant, or I get a poison element weapon. So many different ways to apply poison, but are any of them worth it? Holy shit, how good. I think the cat's just, like, broken. I don't know. I heard it loud and clear. Doesn't do anything. Put a thunderbug over here. And a boombug next door. Okay. Shot it. Did that not blind you? Ugh. I am executing spin attack, making me immune to this because we'll just pretend I was looking away because we're not actually going to calculate that. No, no, no. Come over here a little bit. I'm gonna blame the little dudes for getting in the way. Even though they actually weren't. But do they know that? Come, come, come. Like, Yana, please just fly away. You don't have to die. Jeez. There's actually somebody like last week saying that the flashfly cage that your Palico can have is one of the worst items. They're just wrong. There's no opinion about it. You're just simply incorrect. Maybe when you're playing with like 3 other players, maybe it's not so cool. Okay. Oh, yeah, doesn't have much juice to it. Should probably go Pitfall, actually. Don't think I have any, though. Once more! Thunderbugs! Oh, I'm tired. Oh, blah, 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 blah. No Pelicos with the full party? Oh, okay. Well, maybe with 3 people then. It was the wings I needed mostly, and yeah, I think the freezer set. I think that might be everything we needed. Might be thinking about Iceborne, you guess? Flashfly Cage is amazing in base Monster Hunter World. I don't know, it's hard knowing. I mean, for all I know, they didn't even play the game. And they just, like, watched somebody play it, and that person playing it didn't like it, so they just took that as fact, and they're just like, oh, it's just a bad tool. So, it's impossible to know. I don't know. And some people just straight up have a bad take. But for me, it's been tremendous. Not having it has been problematic. Because the other tools that Helga uses, like... On some tools, Helga just doesn't attack at all. It just stands there. And I've watched, they just stand there. Dancing around, or just kind of scratching their ass, or shaking their ass a lot, because the cat's always in heat or something. I still don't know what that's all about. Not a clue. But when I got the Flashfly Cage, it's actually doing things. It's looking busy, at least. The Viger Wasp I've not used. That's still level 1. But yeah, that's just like they bring a Viger Wasp thing over to you. I think Monster Hunter Rise had that as well, alright? There it is. Way down here. More evade window. I'll put it on now. And then set a decoration for it. The evade window jewel. I don't have one of those. I guess the Fortitude jewel. I don't really have any great jewels. And then take a look at the Switch Axe for Devil Ho. Yeah, you're your own tree. One more Tailfang, and I can make Tyrannos. That's some damage. 700 damage, with also a bit of white sharpness or something. That's a thing. Or a Vangus Mace Alpha. With a scalp. Nice. Let's go with the Odogaron thing. Bit of a scythe. Severing, 30% affinity, 46 melee. Get in there. Then armor-wise... Okay, sure. Alright. Looking good. It's a fucking chess piece, this cat. Oh, what, the rook, I think it is? The little castle tower? Is there something else up on it as well? Yeah, the Rathian heart for some evade extender. Pink Rathian, though. Pink Rathian is, scary to me. But we can try it. Where do I try that at? Free expedition, maybe? And... Azure Rathalos. Upsurge and mining outcrops at the Wildspire Ways during a sandstorm. You know what? I think I might actually go for that. We'll leave when we're there. Because I need ores. A lot of the Fusium ore again and all that. I don't know if I can get a lot of that here, but if I can. I probably have to go to like Coral Highlands or Elder's Recess or something and do some mining there. Yes. Get a lot of that really good stuff. Maybe beat up a Toby to see the armor pieces. They also got evade stuff, or just kind of looks cool. Balls. Double balls. I tried. Oh, is it dark here? I mean, hey, if I find a Kuluyaku, maybe I bully that a little bit too while we're at it. Turns into money, right? Probably not much. It's probably not even worth it. So, Mining outcrops. There's one. Mr. Meteor, lunchtime. Welcome. What's for lunch? Meta Magician's got pizza. Bit jealous of that. Could go for a pizza Hawaii. Chicken sakas? What is that? Oh, chicken salad. Okay. Typo. Lucius canned lasagna leftovers. I don't know what we're having for dinner. Dinner's currently cooking, I can hear it. My wife is home, so dinner's gonna be at like 1 or 2 instead of 4. I don't know why. It just is. It's a thing. That's why typically I stream a bit shorter on the vacation days. Pumpkin goulash. Ooh, I'm having pumpkin goulash for dinner. Get dabbed on. Oh, such garbage. I'm over here collecting feathers. Here comes these guys. Two dinners then? No, just the one dinner. Some days we have dinner as early as like noon or 1, and then that's it. So I make like a sandwich or something in the evening. Let's go into the cave. I know there's always a bunch of mining outcrops here. Was hoping because there's a big upsurge that there'd be just like so many more elsewhere, but maybe they just respawn a lot faster. I don't know. Dinner at noon equates to a nice warm lunch, right? Although for me, typically I'd go for a lunch at like, I don't know, closer to 1 or 2, and then dinner at like 6 to 7. I would think. It's difficult with me though, because like I never really established much of a normal routine like that. You know, I wake up at like, 11 o'clock at night. So my breakfast, because I don't eat breakfast right away, my breakfast would be at like 2 in the morning. And then like a lunch slash dinner type thing around like 10 or 11 in the morning. And then sleep a few hours after. It's oddly quiet down here. I was kind of expecting there to be the Black Diablos and also a normal Diablos and a Devil-O and a fourth mysterious monster. Thankfully not the case. Breakfast, brunch, lunch, brunch 2, cake and coffee, dinner, and then sleepy soup. That's a great way to get fat. Yeah, I bumped into Black Diablos over the weekend. I was here fighting the Kestodons because I needed Kestodon Carapace for some weapon upgrade. So I thought I would do that a bit off stream. And yeah, bumped into him fighting a normal Diablos, and Devil-Ho was on my ass, and that was good and frightening. Thankfully I had a ghillie mantle, so I was able to get away somewhat fast. But yeah, that was an event. Oh, those aren't vines to climb. What? Does he throw something when he does that? Don't think that was in range. Where are we going, Devil-Ho? Just the 3 that time, I think. Oh my god! From the top ropes! Oh. Rolled right into that one. Hey, Kuluyaku, come here for a second. Check this out. He was already in a jumping animation. Sadness. Would you? You're too late. You missed your chance. You could have gotten a cool Devil-Ho kill under your belt, but no. I think we put a trap down for it also. I heard that. Lord, he coming. Shoo. Thankfully we did a dive. Back. Get back. Bit of an opportunity. I feel like he was baiting me. That felt dirty. Boo. I call shenanigans. Skull on in the tent. Leaving the tent, the skull comes off. A tip about Devil Ho since I already fought him once. Sure, I guess. Hello again, Kuluyaku. Hello also, Baroth. Ah. Stagger, 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 stagger. Right in the foot. Whoa. Where are you sending me? Rude. He should be doing a bunch of wild charge attacks now since he's blind, if my thinking is right. Or just a ton of spin attacks. Like all the spin attacks, okay. Impossible to be anywhere near him when he's blind. Understood. I'll just sit back here. Let's count how many bushes are on the ground. Climb that rock. Ugh. Dragon pod. Womp. Does a counter move when enough damage is dealt to him. If you hit him while he's doing it, you'll trip and fall. I feel like the enough damage is the trick. Try that again. Oop. You called me Alistair! As he flies off into the distance. Alright. Can you not? Literally stop. Enemy should have cooldowns. You can't keep using the same attack over and over again. I don't think that hit me. At least I got the tail again, though. It's just like, it's the difference in variety of attacks that creates different opens for you to get in, and also kind of dictates phases and the general flow of battle. And when they repeat the same attack or the same two attacks over and over and over again, you don't get any of that. It just gets really stale. And it's like, alright, well, I'll just fuck off for a while then and not play the game while you do whatever it is you're doing. It's, not a good thing. Yeah, go get him! Or don't. Alright. I thought it was gonna go for a headbutt at least. Flashfly's not really the one I want, though. Because he just does his tail swipe all the time then. His tail swipe, which is still pretty effective. Even without a tail. Miraculous, truly. Hey, how's that boom bug going? Oh, okay. You were in the middle of placing it, and then stopped placing it, and then fell over. Ooh. Oh, that thing's dead. Yes, stomp, stomp. Awesome, cool, just drink it. I'm not pushing the button just to craft one. It's a really problematic spot to fight this guy. He's actually leaving. can alt F4 soon. Because they get that luxury. Man, he is going like all the way back, huh? I just have the one trank. I don't have enough to take him out. Gotta go for the kill. Although he's very likely gonna just at some point mid-fight roar and then vanish. That's what they do. That's how it is. At least got to fight him for a decent while, though usually they take off like kind of sort of still early on. Got him. Ugh. Evade extender or evade window or whatever it was helped a lot though. There's a lot of attacks that I would have been hit by without that because there's just like... I feel like the evade doesn't really do anything a lot of the time. Like the timing of the attacks is just off based on hitboxes. I don't know what it is. Sometimes it's like that definitely absolutely 100% should have not hit me because I dodged, but it hits you anyway because you dodged the first part of the hitbox, but the second part of this jacked up polygon coming at you was that second part hit you. There's nothing you can do against a lot of attacks. Did he eat his own tail? No, I skinned it. I guess that's a thing that can happen though. It's been brought up a few times. It's about iframes in every game, but yeah, it's just by default. You really just don't get enough that the attacks just, you dodge the first part of it, but the second part will get you. Or the third or fourth or fifth or whatever. The hitboxes are okay in this, but they're not super duper great, so you kind of need to have that bigger evade window. A lot of time it's just really frustrating how you shouldn't be hit by an attack. Like I see them lining up to do something and I'm like, that won't hit me from where I am, but it hits me anyway. Because it just does. Console games. And he's awake. Hello, Black Diablos. So I don't know what ores I actually needed here. That's initially why I came here. The Devil Hoe was just a bit of a added bonus and a nice trial for the evade extender stuff. Or evade window stuff, whichever it is. The Lake Yana armor that I've got. Seems to be a pretty good success then. Just Switch X lives and dies by evading. And if you can't evade to get away from stuff, you're just... You are free game. Don't get used to evade window and evade extender. Believe me, they'll hamper you in the long run. Monsters get very tanky and strong later on. You need to do a lot of damage to beat them. Best to stick to pure damage. They help in the long run. I disagree. I know the angle you're coming from, and you're coming from a novice angle to where it's like damage, damage, damage. But it doesn't work because it'll eventually out-damage you. It's how it is in every game. It feels really good for a while, being able just to like brute force your way through, but you're gonna get fucked over when suddenly you're not doing enough damage and there's no way to improve anymore because you've completely sacrificed any and all situational awareness, what attacks to dodge, when to dodge, how to dodge them, and when it's time to just back off and let things simmer down. And there it is. There's the defensiveness. There it is. Beat the entire game, along with the DLC, LOL. Solo. Excellent. Well done. I'm proud of you. That's amazing. I'm sure it took you a very, very long time. Always get people like that in chat. Always. Every time I like play a game for the first time that's like kind of a popular game, there's always that person that just like comes on in and is like, I beat the whole game. This is really good. I know what I'm talking about, even though like just because it worked for them doesn't mean that it works for everybody. It's a really weird thing. I don't it's like they want to backseat but don't really know enough about the game to know how to backseat. So they just tell you what they did and just hope it works. I don't know. I think what it probably is your timings were just off, or you were too overly aggressive when fighting certain monsters and you didn't know how to get around that, so you just brute forced it with pure offense. When in reality, there's just certain times, depending on your weapon, you need to just back off. You should put on a trap and just let it all sort itself out. Some weapons, yeah, you can probably just keep going all in and hope for the best and, you know, get those staggers. Maybe. But for the most part, the glass cannon approach just, it doesn't work in games. Can't tell you how many people do that in Path of Exile, where they completely forego any sort of health or regen at all whatsoever, and they're like, I'm one-shotting everything, and it feels really good, and it's nice and fun. And then monsters start one-shotting them, and then it's like, oh, that stopped being fun. And they have no way to fix themselves anymore because they've gone so long without knowing anything about, like, the dodging or any mitigations or anything, so they don't even know where to begin to fix that. And the problem's exacerbated in Path of Exile even further because you can't really respec very well. Like, you can with Orbs of Regret, but you're not going to have enough for a proper respec. And you get enough only by doing, like, endgame map stuff, which if you are having troubles, you're not going to be able to get enough. I feel like there's no mining outcrops like anywhere on this map except where that under the sand area is. Also looking at the compass trying to find some, but not so great. Tell you a situation and I give you an answer. Some later bosses have 30 minutes, very high health, no tools like traps and bugs work. What will you do in this situation? Just get good. You find the counter to them and you just play really well and beat them. I don't... What? You certainly don't approach it by going all in, so it's just like, I'm gonna kill them before you can one-shot me. That's not how any of this works. At all. Like, you can make it work, but you're gonna struggle so hard. Like, yeah, and the fights where there's a tight time limit and it's like, you have 15 minutes, then yeah, it's like, man, I gotta play really fucking well to this monster, depending on what it's fighting. So you gotta, like, you know, get the trap set up to do a bit more damage and help you out, and stagger it the best you can, and focus on the body parts to soften them up, and yeah, you just gotta play really, really well. But that's the challenge. It's a 15-minute challenge. It's a time trial. But that's what that is. For the players who want to go with an all-offense approach, that's for you. There you go. You found it. Well done. And you can do those quests and you get the extra rewards because it had that sort of a limiting challenge to it. But for general play, I think it's important to mostly keep track of what the enemy is doing, what their attacks are, and how to dodge and get away from things. And to just go around saying that evade is useless and don't get used to it and don't worry about it because it's all about pure damage, I think you're going to severely limit other people's experiences by trying to force them to ignore these mechanics. Like, I'm disappointed in the way that the elemental damage seems to be working in this, but that's not to say that it's still completely worthless. There's still potentially hope for it. You just got to go so hard into it that I can't currently do that because I don't have enough stuff for that. Like, you'd need the charms for it, and the weapon for it, and all these gems for it and everything, and you just go all in with it, and maybe that works out against certain things. Will it work against everything? No, probably not. Will it work against just one thing? Maybe. But is it worthless? No. And some people may want to play that way, and that's fine. Good games allow you to do this thing. If there's only exactly one way to play the entire game to beat it, that's not a very good game. You sometimes get that with post-game stuff. I don't really count post-game stuff because that tends to be like, I don't know, developers just having a bad day and putting in something really, really rude. So I don't really count those. Like, I'm sure there's also event quests that are like pretty much complete bullshit in this as well. I don't know. I think I got all the ore that I'd be wanting. I did a few passes in that under area. That has to be enough from what we can get here. I think the rest of it we got to get from the Coral Highlands or something. But I should also probably see about wrapping this up here pretty soon. Shorter stream week and all. spent a lot of time with this game and grinded everything. I'm just saying my experience. It's really your playthrough. You can do whatever you want. That's super not what you said at the start, but okay. At least I've talked you down and you're somewhat seeing a reason, so that's cool. We can agree to disagree. That's also fine. That's an option. It could be I'm just completely wrong and I will just completely devour my foot. And that's fine too. I'm okay with being wrong. Where'd I get... Oh yeah, we did have a bug trapper guy with us, didn't we? Yeah, okay. Just wondering where that came from. A raids target? I don't really do raids. I'm on like team anti-raid. I feel like it doesn't really do much aside from like move view bots around. I suspect it's just like a way to spread the plague of view bots that's happening, because I get a lot of sometimes where there's like a raid of like, here's 60 people raiding, and there's like one extra person in chat, and it's like, okay, they've just moved a bunch of bots over to me. Okay. Not that they intended to do that, or not that they're like buying view bots or anything. It's just the way it is. There's just a lot of bots on the internet. I don't think it really does much to help grow channels. Or create community, for that matter. God. Everybody's in it for themselves. Oh, is it the frost something or other, I think, right? One of these. That we got from the Lake Yana, that I could have already upgraded. So sure, we'll go for that. And past that, some more Lake Yana bits. The gem from Lake Yana, which as far as I can tell is just straight up just a rare drop. Maybe a quest reward. Yeah, the Fusiamore I don't think we're getting at all. Carbolite I was getting though. So that's that at least. And I think there's also some dragon or something ore. The power smasher. Oh my god, monster hardbones. We got a lot of those suddenly. Can we make the devil hoe axe by a chance, actually, before we get too into spending materials? Yes, we can. Because I think we're just missing like a talent. What are we doing with its saliva in this? What? I think Fusium is like Rotten Vale or Elder's Access. Yeah, I think it's the later areas. I don't think it's Elder's Access specifically, but maybe. What a thing this is. I'll put that on just because 700 damage and so much sharpness. Yeah, the power smasher we can go ahead and do. Just a decent enough baseline. Yeah, I'll probably just keep it going, just strictly bone tree, I reckon. The pickle axe. It makes it sound a lot worse than it is, calling it a pickle axe. Tall Fang, the gem, and mysterious parts. Alright. And then armor-wise, we can make some of it as well, but I'm not terribly into, like, Power Breaker would be a great thing. But, I don't think that's worth it, really. Because when I think breaking parts, I'm thinking like hammer, you know? Smashing the parts, breaking their scales with that. That's what I imagine. That's the evade extender for the Rathian. Carapace. I don't suppose there's a carapace, like, to equivalent exchange down here? Type of player plays multiple games at a time or 6 to 1? I'm a variety streamer generally, but when I'm streaming a game, I tend to stick with that game for a little while before switching out. I might do like a quick look at a different game periodically, but... And at some point I'll just be dropping this and switch over to a different game entirely. That's just the way that is. Like Fallout 4, we just stopped. Although, to be fair, I kinda beat that in a way. Wasn't really anything else to do with Fallout 4 Horizon. And my gems are like 10, 20 points. It's not a lot when you need 1,000 points for some of these. Perhaps later.
Hello.
Playing the solo. If I run into a bunch of problems, we can either go for the defender stuff, or I make some stuff invite. Or so. But for the time being, we're just going solo. Gather insects 7 times. Yeah, fine. That's okay. I'll just hunt some large monsters and maybe capture a fanged wyvern. Just capture a pink Rathian, we can throw that on. Like, I think tomorrow I might be doing a quick look at a different game, but I'll probably be back to Monster Hunter World afterwards, unless I happen to really, really like that game. Which is always possible. You never know. But then I got edited Let's Plays on the side. I got a separate Let's Play channel, where I'm just doing a whole manner of things. Currently, Songs of Six. Sort of a colony management town builder type deal. And starting up Deus Ex pretty soon. The original. Alright. Not a whole lot more there. Hunt Ansnath. And also a Grey Chagras. Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Sort the items. Oh yeah, decorations as well. Which there's no slot for that. That's okay. I don't need it. Defense jewel. Or didn't I have just a straight up attack jewel? That's the one. Okay. So with that, I think I leave it for now. I do want to check one more thing, actually. I want to check charms. See if I get any new charms. Really bothers me with this town how there's 3 fast travel chains all just in a line here. Like, they're all just like in this little corner and in this corner up here. Doesn't really help you get around very much.
How's your gear holding up?
Forge charms. It's like stun resist might be something worth taking a look at. Quick sheath. I'll definitely make that. Dragon resist. Easy enough one to make. Uragon ruby. Alright. And sheathing. Lava Seoth stuff. I'll put that on. See how much of a difference that makes. Just hop into a free explorer for a brief moment. Ancient Forest. Low rank. Northwest Camp. Looking forward to Deus Ex. It's going very well currently. No issues, not at all. Simple, straightforward. Oh yeah, that's faster. That's a decent bit faster. Because that's the second thing with the Switch Axe. Because you don't have that mobility, the sheathing, so you can move quicker, would be the alternative, is getting that down a little bit. Ugh, then I can go. Yeah, that... It's like, I don't know, 20% faster, maybe? Technical or gameplay? Gameplay-wise, it's going well. Technical, no issues at all whatsoever. I do have a bit of a problem keeping it at 4800 kilohertz audio because it really wants to be 44.1 because that's what's natively supported, but... Why is my cat wearing a pot as pants? For protection. It's a chess piece. Do you like it? I like it. I think it's great. Shit. Yeah, I'll wrap it up here.